So today we have triangle patterns, very short and sharp. We're just going to use 4 players in it, 1 football, 3 cones. So I have 3 set up here. So again, if you were doing it in a team setting and you had, for example, 12 players in this setup, you'd have 4 players on this one, 4 players on this one, 1 ball per drill. So I'm going to do it with 1 and then we're going to move them across. I'm going to take out the football when we get going, just so it's easier to make it out visually on the board. So we're going to start our football the whole time at the one where two players are. So it's just one, variation 1. It's just simple 2 touch, pass, and follow your pass. Okay, so just from a visual point of view then, football is going to come across. Player moves across to the back. We step up. This player moves on, passes to the next line, over to the back, step up, football back to the start. We join the back of the line and we're up again and we're back to start. Okay, so as I said, it's just 2 touch, pass and move. Again, you could do it going, let's say, right for a certain time where you have the player dropping off the cone, creating that little bit of space, receiving on their back foot, which is the right leg going this direction. And then again, you have your movement off the cone again. You can then do it for a certain amount of time and then you can swap and you can end up going back. So now the players are receiving on their left foot and passing potentially with their left leg as well when you change direction. So that's variation number 1. Variation number 2, and again, if I move across, and I'm going to leave the football out now for this one, just so it makes it clearer. So, just with this, it's still going to be pass and follow your pass, okay? So, you're going to do a little 1-2 now around each of the cones. So, it's pass, then it's a little bounce pass back. So, this player will follow the ball now up. When they get to here, we have a little bit of movement created here. And it's that little 1-2 around the cone. So the player's going to come onto it now here. This player will join the back of this line. We'll step up here. It's going to be pass. Continue that run. Little bounce pass back. Player starts their movement at the other side of the cone. And it's a bounce pass up again. Okay, we continue our run again. This player will do a pass. Follow that ball. Little bounce pass. Player starts their movement. And they meet it on the other side of the cone again. And it brings it back around again. Okay, so we've got that little 1-2 around every cone now. Again, football will be in and it'll be pass, follow your pass, and you'll end up at the next cone. Again, similar to variation number 1, you can go right around it for the first bit. After a certain amount of time, then swap and you end up going left. Okay, then we'll move on for variation number 3. And again, all these variations, you're going to decide which one your team are going to be able for, depending on the age, the ability, the level of players that you've got. They might only be able for variation number 1, and that's fine. You might do variation number 1 for a couple of weeks, and then you might give variation number 2 a go. All right, similar to you think your players might be able to go variation number 1, variation 2, and then after a couple of weeks, let's give variation number 3 a go potentially. So variation number 3. So now again, we've got our first part of their first element that we've done in variation 2. So we've got your pass and a little bounce back. Okay, so now this player's up to here. Now instead of giving it back to this player, we're now switching to the third player. Okay, this player will continue to run up, little bounce back. This player's going to end up here, and now we bounce it all the way back to the starting player again. Okay, then we're going to continue to the back of the line here. We're going to make our movement up, get a little bounce pass, and then we'll reverse it back to sequence number 1 again, where player will continue up here, and we'll end up at the back of the line. Okay, so this third variation is a little bit more complicated. Okay, so depending, as I said, on the age, the level, and ability of your players, you might get to this one, or you might not. But all in all, okay, it's a nice short and sharp drill. Short and sharp, okay. You get plenty of touches, so you might have 2 touch variations. You might have bounce passes or 1 touch variation. Plenty of communication again. Okay, so there's our triangle patterns for today. Give it a go, and if there's any more variations you come up, we'd love to hear about it.